When the Chicago Bears take the field on Sunday to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers, they will be without their linebacking core as a whole. How the Bears going to overcome missing the linebackers? With me and Dub, we're going to discuss that and dive into the mailbag on today's Chicago Bears Central.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. We got C-Dub in the building today. I'm filling in for Bobby Dub. We got, I guess it's a pretty big emergency. No linebackers for real is going to be out there. We're going to be trusting the rookie Ruben Hippolyte, among others, to step in with TJ Edwards, Tremaine Edmonds, and Noah Sewell all out. How you feeling about the Bears missing their linebackers heading into this game against Pittsburgh?
How more dramatic can this team be, bro? Especially at the end of the games in the last, 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Now you look into this game going against your arch rival in Aaron Rodgers, and you got to play this guy who has destroyed us for his career with no starting linebackers. Now, I look at this as it's in 2 words, Drip. Opportunity and supplement. Now, the opportunity is for these 2 young guys, and Ruben Hippolyte and DeMarco Jackson. Ruben Hippolyte, of course, is a rookie this season, and DeMarco Jackson, he's a third-year rookie, not a rookie linebacker, third-year linebacker with not that much experience. It's an opportunity for those guys to prove that they can be the guys to depend on when things like this shit happen. This is the worst that can happen.
Yeah.
All fucking 3 of your linebackers out. This is the worst that can happen. And also on the supplement side, you got Kyler Gordon listed as questionable. You got Jaquan Brisker is also listed as questionable. And you got Jalen Johnson listed as questionable. All 3 of these guys participated and practiced fully on Friday. That's got to be the supplement. You get good players in to help these young guys in this crazy affair they're going to participate in. All I look at it, Drip, is opportunity and supplement and more drama for this drama-infused team that we love.
Yeah, I mean, that was going to be more reason. Like, while the Pittsburgh Steelers don't put up, like, they're towards the bottom of yards per game, total rushing yards and passing yards per game, but they do put up points. And so this is going to be, not having these linebackers, like you said, it does add a lot of dramaticism to this game, which we're not unfamiliar with. But I look at Dennis Allen. Now, Dennis Allen, how do you scheme, like, to overcome this? I'm not saying that you can overcome everything with scheme, but, like, how do you put these guys in a position? Ruben Hippolyte was a guy that you guys were really excited about having in here. And hey, Dub, I'm also going to tell you this too. Do not be surprised if we see some players line up at linebackers that aren't linebackers at all in this one, bro. We're going to see some of that also.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. Like a guy like C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I think a guy like this, especially if you want to call some blitzes or something like that, he's an excellent tackler. I haven't seen him move the opposite direction. I think it's going to be a concerted effort headed by Dennis Allen to try to do the best that we can to come out this game with a victory. Just
Dominique Robinson could line up at linebacker, so.
Who is that?
Dominique Robinson could line up at linebacker, so.
Has he? I think he's actually.
We've had him in some specific lineups. We had him drop back to linebacker, which that's something that Dennis Allen does anyway. Sometimes he'll drop a defensive edge down the linebacker, or he'll bring a cornerback in at linebacker, depending on what he kind of wants out there. So you're gonna see a lot of that scheming stuff from Dennis Allen, and Dennis Allen gonna have to earn his money today, my boy, because it's gonna be. Tomorrow, because it's gonna be a little bit tough for him.
I don't think I ever experienced this as a Chicago Bears fan, as the entire starting linebacker group is out. I don't think I ever experienced
I don't think so either, because, like, even when you go back to, like, our linebackers are usually Iron Men, bro. Not to say they don't ever miss games, but we have them out there more times than not. And we already been having some problems in your secondary. Like, that's a problem. Now, we don't know for sure if Kyler Gordon or Jalen Johnson are going to play. Right now, they're listed as questionable. Let's say they do play. How much more confidence does that give you, even despite us not having our linebackers?
Well, it got to give you at least. It gives me at least a little bit of confidence. These are the starters of the Chicago Bears. I think this is the best um, group on the Chicago Bears defense when they're healthy, but they have not been healthy this entire season. This is going to be a great opportunity to prove me right, I guess, and make up the difference that we losing with those star linebackers, TJ Edwards and Tremaine Edmonds, who I think having a Pro Bowl season, and Noah Sewell. Yo, guy drip, this guy been balling all season. So this is going to be an opportunity there for this defensive, the regular guys, and Kyler Gord, Jaquan Brisker, Kevin Byard, those guys to hold down the fort. Do extra. They might have to do a little extra in this game, but we can get to the finish line, bro. They might have to.
Yeah, yeah. And they're going to have to figure it out. It's going to have to play tough. They're going to have to dig in and figure out a way to get it done. So, at the end of the day, no excuses. Like, this is still a team that you're favored against. I'm not saying that the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to be easy matchup. They're not. They're going to be a difficult matchup for us one way or another, especially if Aaron Rodgers is playing tough. But, like, you got to go out there. You're paid still to go out here and do your job. Go out there and do your damn job. And, this has been a team where they've gotten motivated really well. You got to do that. But if you get Jalen Johnson and Kyler Gordon back out there, like you talked about, that gives you the capability of moving C.J. Gardner-Johnson to a linebacker sometimes, right? Like, we know that Dennis Allen likes having 6-7 defensive backs out there. So having those guys, like, I would say this, if Dennis Allen has the versatility in cornerbacks, I think that he can overcome missing the linebackers because of how important defensive backs are to his system and to his scheme. I think that's that important. So.
Oh yeah, I totally agree, and it's going to be up to Dennis Allen and how well he schemes this game and putting these guys in the best position. Now that the fact that we're missing these guys, and I'm very interested in a game like this just for this nuance that we're missing these linebackers. I want to see how Dennis Allen plays this, bro. This is definitely what you just said. He's going to have to earn this money, and hey, man, this is going to sway a lot of opinion on Dennis Allen. It's going to sway a lot of, well, at least my opinion. Let me speak for myself. Sway my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Like my if Dennis Allen, like, schematically can come up with some stuff that we look at this game and, like, I'm not, like I said, I'm not expecting us to be like, oh, we're going to thrive with our linebackers, never that. But if Dennis Allen can come up with a scheme where we walk away from this game being like, hey, for not having us any linebackers, you did pretty damn good. That says a lot about coaching if he's able to do that.
Absolutely, that's exactly what I was getting at. If he definitely does that, man, because of my opinion, and I don't think everybody's not excited for Dennis Allen as they are for Ben Johnson. That's probably easy to say. That can move up a little bit if he comes out and has a great scheme and has a great game plan right here in this game. So it's up to him. I love it, man. When you get a chance to prove yourself as a professional, bro. Step up to the plate.
Yeah, step up to the plate. Everybody got to step next up, man up mentality. And I know that can only get you so far when you're missing all of your starters, right? But, like, this is an opportunity. Ruben Hippolyte is somebody that Dennis Allen really wanted here, right? Like, we heard him talk about Ruben Hippolyte and his speed and how that can bring a dynamic to the linebacker. So now you got to get out there and go out there and use these guys, and I guess we'll see what the future does hold for them. But we'll be doing our normal previews and everything of the game, our predictions Sunday. I know we're all excited. We got a short week because we play Sunday and then we turn around and play Black Friday. So it's going to be a short week for us, which I'm never mad at those. But all right, Doug, let's get into the mailbag. Anything left before we get into the mailbag? Don't want to skip nothing.
Oh, no, just let's get ready for the crackhead. That's all I got to say.
The meth head, bro. Like, crack. He wish he was on crack. He's a meth head. Funky motherfucker. But let's go ahead and get into the mailbag, man. This first voicemail that we got, this one's from Darius.
What's going on, guys? Darius from Dallas, man. I just had to call in because I heard Mully and Hall say some stupid shit, which that's why I don't ever like listening to them. But they critiqued Ben Johnson about being too conservative and tried to tie it in to saying, well, he doesn't trust Caleb. And that's just so stupid. It had nothing to do with Caleb. And it had everything to do just what the defense was doing and the position we were in and how the momentum of the game was going, man. Ben Johnson did what he needed to do to win the game. And he's also doing what he needs to do to develop Caleb Williams, and that's all that we wanted, over the past couple of years. As far as his play calling, for the most part, it seems like he's doing exactly what I wanted him to do, and that was just stick with the run game. And then when it's time to be, flashy, he gets flashy. I would like to see them connect on a little bit more deep balls, but that's coming. But he's making sure that in critical situations that he doesn't put too much effort on him. He doesn't put too much weight on Caleb's shoulders, I should say. And I think I'm not entirely sure yet, but I think we might have a coach that can potentially build us a dynasty, man. I think if things keep going the way that they're going, and Caleb takes another step from where he's at now into being elite, which I already think he's good. If he takes that next step into being elite, then, I think that Ben Johnson could potentially put a three-peat together. This team reminds me a lot of that Cubs team. I mean, fuck the Cubs, but it reminds me of that Cubs team that the year before they won that championship in 2017, they looked like, okay, we don't know what's going on here, but the culture's shifting. Something's a little different about this team. I think they might end up being in the World Series next year, and that's exactly what happened. So regardless of what happens this year, man, I do feel like Ben Johnson has put the structure together with how he's running this thing to potentially create a dynasty. Now, I hate to say dynasty because, whenever your takes get too strong, Kim Jong-Hayes, likes to call you a white supremacist. So I'll dial it back. But I will say that I feel confident that Ben Johnson is going to get us a Super Bowl next year. I really do. We're just a couple of additional signings on defense. I really like the way that he is developing Caleb. He's pushing him when he needs to, and he's drawing him back when he needs to. And that's how most coaches don't understand. They don't understand that, most coaches. That's why they get the development wrong. And I'm just glad we at least got that, regardless of what happens with this season, man. But let me know what you think. Text us up, bear down.
First of all, that was a lot from Darius because, to casually throw in the Super Bowl next year at the end of that voicemail is diabolical, bro. That's diabolical.
He snuck it in, didn't he?
He definitely snuck that in. Keep in mind, this is a guy in Darius who just had a voicemail that said he didn't even think the Bears would make the playoffs this year. Now you're saying Super Bowl next year? That's quite of a lip. But let's focus here first. I also I already talked about on an episode the fact that, the article came out of them saying that Ben Johnson's disappointed in Caleb Williams. It's bullshit. I feel like it's bullshit. But Darius does a good job of talking about how Ben Johnson has developed Caleb intentionally. How do you feel about that, C-Dub?
Absolutely. He made some great points out there. But that's just the nature of Chicago sports media in general. You can win 10 straight games. They're question how you won each and every game. Yep. You know what I'm saying? You should have did this instead of this, even if you won the game. Shout out to Ben Johnson. I love what he's doing with my man Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams said that he wanted to be coached to be the greatest ever, and I think Ben Johnson is doing just that. And as far as your Super Bowl prediction, I'm taking my time, and this is right up my alley, Darius.
That's why I saved it for this one. When I found out I was doing the mailbag, because I was going to use it yesterday. When I found out I was doing the mailbag with you, I said, "No, C-Dub got to hear this one, bro."
Yeah, dude. This is right up my alley. But I promised myself and made an oath that I was going to take this week by week, and I'm going to wait till the end of the season to see what's the end results to this year right here, the first year of Ben Johnson, which I got to admit is already a success. Then I'll make an assumption for next season. Then I'll make an assumption. But I ain't gonna hate on you, Darius. Go with that. Go with that, brother.
Listen,
scream to the hi-hat.
I'm glad. Like I said, Darius just had a voicemail not too long ago where he said the Bears wouldn't make the playoffs this year. So hearing that he said Super Bowl next year, I'm like, the Bears didn't turn my boy Darius around on the team. So here, like you said, I'm taking it week by week. I want to see how we finish. I feel like this: if we can make the postseason this year and use that as a launching pad, like first year under a head coach, second year under Caleb Williams, first year with a coach that really understands how to develop a quarterback, though, I feel very confident. Because we know in the NFL, you can turn things around very quickly. You just need once you have once you have that base and you have that path of saying, okay, listen, we made the playoffs. This is why we got eliminated from playoffs. Let's focus on going out and getting those things. We've seen teams be able to take a one playoff run and then turn it into being a contender next year. So I'm not going to count it out. I just got to see how we finish this season first. And I think, Dub, you made a great point on that one, bro.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. We can't move too fast, bro. That's be cool.
Yeah, let's chill a little bit. I don't want to get too excited because if I get excited, it's gonna be hard to get unexcited, bro. Like I'm trying to temper those expectations. Let's get into this next voicemail, though, man. This one's from Eric.
What's good, Hayes, man? It's Eric Butterby, man, from the Bleacher Report, man. I don't really use the app no more to kind of mess it up. But no, I wanted to call in, man. It's the first time calling in, I finally decided to do it. But I'm feeling good where we at, man. To be honest with you, I had us at 10 wins before the season even started. I actually got 2 bets up. One that the Lions wasn't going to win the NFC North, and the other one was that the Bears would have a better record than the Lions. Aside from that, man, I mean, I like where we at. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we've made a lot of progress. Big Johnson was definitely the right hire. I was a diehard Justin Fields fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna hold you. I was a diehard Justin Fields fan. I didn't want Caleb. I wanted the Hall. But as time progressed and just seeing the difference between the 2 quarterbacks this year, I definitely had to tip my hat to him. He definitely has shown a lot of growth, changed my mind a lot. You know what I'm saying? I haven't bought a Caleb Williams jersey yet. He hit 4 bands on the passing. Then I probably buy a Caleb Williams jersey. But other than that, man, I'm just really, you know what I'm saying, hopeful and optimistic about the season. I think we're gonna finish up pretty good. You know, I think we can split Green Bay. Ultimately, we can really sweep them. To be honest with you, I still got us at 10 wins, and for this coming Sunday, man, I'm not even gonna lie, hold you, bro. I need this win more than a fucking Green Bay win because I fucking hate Aaron Rodgers, man, for real. And if this is gonna be his last game in Soldier Field, I want some John Kane shit. Bring the goons out. You know what I'm saying? Bring out the fucking goons or like Tupac and the Bud and Rims. Fuck him up on site. Just fuck him up. We need to go ahead, you know what I'm saying, get this motherfucking win, send his ass off in a motherfucking stretcher. I don't give a fuck how hurt he is. I want the motherfucking dub. Let's go ahead and finish this season strong, man. I think we got maybe at least 1 win in the playoffs. I ain't saying we're going to the Super Bowl, but at least 1 win. You know, but I'm optimistic. You know what I'm saying? Man, watching this team for 40 plus years, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of heartbreaks. I remember being excited because we drafted a quarterback in the top 20. It came to count. I remember when we fucking drafted Michael Haynes, we could have traded up and got Terrell Suggs. You know, there's a lot of stupid shit. Not paying Thomas Jones, and actually, you know what I'm saying, when Aaron Rodgers was there, we needed a fucking quarterback. We took Cedric Benson. You know what I'm saying? So I've been through this shit. But I feel like we're making a turn. Kevin Warren has done his thing. Ryan Poles, you know what I'm saying, he's done his thing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He still got a draft better than past the 3rd round. But Calvin Nugget's looking like a good pickup. And you know what I'm saying? Let's see what happens, man. Always Chicago up, tear the fuck down. Let's go.
How you feeling, Dub?
Hey, man, that's a great message right there, Eric. We appreciate that. When I look at this team, the Chicago Bears, it look like and try to project what the things that they can accomplish this season is vast, bro. They got a lot of shit still on the board that they can accomplish. I don't want to state those in the good nature that I'm a Chicago Bears fan, a rabid one, so I don't want to put a hex on the team or anything like that. But there are some goals that we ain't had, that we would never dream, that we could never dream that we can have a couple of years ago. This season, Ben Johnson is obviously the guy. Sometimes you gotta pay to play. And the Chicago Bears this last offseason paid to play. And look where we at right now. 7-3 with a chance to do a lot of good things. When it comes to Aaron Rodgers, he was trying to cop some pleas the other day. He was like, man, you know, I really like the Chicago Bears. I like what they're doing and shit.
Of course.
Yeah, like calm down, Aaron Rodgers. You getting the smoke, bro. Now I don't care what you're talking about, bro. You getting this smoke. And that's all I got to say about that. All I care about is beating Aaron Rodgers. I see the Steelers. I see the Steelers.
Yeah.
But all we see is Aaron Rodgers. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I get, like, I don't want to get so caught up in that I miss the forest for the trees, but I'm not going to lie to you. Like, Austin Booker, you want to solidify yourself in Bears history, go and fuck this nigga up, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I just want to see somebody just beat this motherfucker up just one good time. Can we just get just one good? He got his back turned a little bit, sack, and he that'll take care of that. And then after that, let's win the game, right? Like, the most important thing is winning the game. Secondly, is fucking up Aaron Rodgers. If you can do both, I'll be very happy on Sunday. That's what it comes down to. I'll be very happy on Sunday. They just need to prepare, and they need to lock in. Like, this is a team that does put up points, like I said, in the Pittsburgh Steelers. And their defense is solid. This is not going to be easy, and the Bears have to execute very well in this one. But if you can execute, you can take care of business, you can move the ball, and fuck up Aaron Rodgers all on the same day, I'll very much so appreciate that.
Yeah, I don't want to say hurt him, bro, but just
don't
make
hurt
him feel
him.
y'all. Yeah. Make him feel y'all, bro. He hurt already, bro. He hurt already.
I'm not saying I want to see the man get crippled or anything like that. I just want to see a good legal football hit. Just one good time. Just knock that motherfucker down, bro.
I wish he would have kept the same energy, a little Mark.
You see, and that's the thing, right? Like, when he was in his prime, he kept the energy as far as talking shit about the Bears. Every chance he got, he talked shit about the Bears. Now that you old and you're mortal, now you all of a sudden, I like that team. That's crazy, bro. But
bro.
You know what it is too? I think objectively, you remember Aaron Rodgers is Caleb Williams' GOAT.
Yeah, he is.
So I think there may be a little bit of that. He knows that Caleb Williams looks up to him. So I think there was a little bit of that too. But I don't give a fuck. Go out there and beat that motherfucker.
You ain't finna torture us and then try to turn into a fucking angel, bro.
Bro, 20 years, bro.
Yeah, bro.
He's been torturing us for 20 years.
Yeah, bro. You gotta cut that out, Aaron. We on your ass, boy.
All right, let's get to the last voicemail for today, man. This one is from Tonio.
Tonio.
Hey, Chicago Bears Central Tonio. It's Tonio calling in. Hey, it's Bobby C. Dub. What's going on? The only thing that I want this weekend is for the Bears to win this Sunday on my birthday. I don't want nothing else for them to win. And not only just a win, I want them to win and beat the dog shit out of Aaron Rodgers. We got to get this boogeyman off the backs of Chicago. You know, I don't care if it's Aaron Rodgers with one arm, two legs, and three fingers on his throwing arm. I would rather us beat Aaron Rodgers than to beat a Mason Rudolph-led team. I don't care if it's even Will Howard back there. I really want the Bears just to get that win over Aaron just to really shut him up. But at the end of the day, I still want the win and want the team to continue on the winning and a potential playoff push as the season runs down to the end. And as I started to think more back about the 2018 season, everybody is still kind of, we're finding ourselves between the team that we're playing, the players really get into an actual rhythm. And as I'm looking at it, the team that was really the team to beat was the LA Rams. And they ended up going to the Super Bowl that year. So we don't play the Rams this year, but the team that did go to the Super Bowl previously is who we are playing in a couple weeks is the Philadelphia Eagles. And I don't expect us to really be in a high-scoring game with the Eagles, but I think that'll be the game that'll really tell us how far off we really are from being ready within the next couple years. And then that also being said, I don't want the Bears to really have that honeymoon year with Ben Johnson as, we come in, we play really great football have a good record. I wouldn't say great football, but have a really high record as a winning team. But then it's like we start becoming middle of the pack. We kind of fall off. I want it to definitely be some sustained winning and complimentary football going into the following years as well. So outside of that, these really next 2 weeks are two things I'm looking forward to see where we're at as far as a measuring stick. But even then, I definitely just want the Bears to continue winning. Like I said, I do not want to be on my birthday pissed off at the Bears. I'm going to have a heart attack, but you know what? We got plenty of liquor, so I'm ready to pour it up with you guys for a Bears victory. So, hey, whatever we're drinking on, we
Hey, cut off there. The 3-minute limit be getting people. How you feeling, Dub?
Hey, shout out to Antonio. You really made some great points at the end of the entire voicemail, but at the end you really intrigued me. You said that you hope this just ain't a one-off, and we can have some type of sustainability in future seasons. We have experienced something in the form of a one-off in Matt Nagy in 2018 with the season that he had, and the following seasons not too much more impressive. I look at Ben Johnson as, how can I distinguish him from Matt Nagy? I really can't. You really can't until you get the proof in the pudding next year and see that this shit is consistent. I think you make a very great point that I haven't heard of yet. When it comes to Aaron Rodgers, I already spitted it, bro. This man is 25-5 against the Chicago Bears, bro. He has beaten every single quarterback that worn a Chicago Bears uniform since he been a Green Bay Packer, since he started as a Green Bay Packer. Let's hope that Caleb won't be the 26th win against Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I listen. Beating Aaron Rodgers is great. Like you said at the beginning of the voice. I don't care if it's Aaron Rodgers, Mason Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, Jesus. I don't give a shit. Go out there and beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? Like, that's the thing. I don't want to make this like, I get it that us as Bears fans, we have a personal vendetta, rightfully so, because the nigga shit on us every chance he got over the last 20 years, right? But at the end of the day, this is a football game, and the most important thing is going out there and winning the football game. And we'll see if they can do that. That's it. Like go out there, compete, fight hard, and let's get this dub.
Concussions. Pass them concussions out to old Aaron Rodgers. Concussions. Send him about the league real fast if he's in the game, bro.
Concussions don't hurt meth heads, bro.
Oh yeah, you're right about that.
They got that meth fluid to guard their brain, bro. So like he's gonna be all right there.
Give him superhuman strength and shit. Fuck, man. You think old girl gonna be in the seats? Old girl from that picture you used to show?
Oh no, remember they're not together anymore. He's not even with that chick no more.
He ain't with her no more, bro.
No.
Not with the one with the skid mark right across her cheek.
No. They ain't even together no more. He's with ain't he with old girl used to be on Attack the Show now? I can't remember. Like, I don't give a fuck who Aaron Rodgers is dating. Like, take that meth cum to the face if you want to. I don't know what to tell you on that one. Any last thoughts, Doug, before we get up out
Yeah,
here?
make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. The live call is tomorrow. Make sure y'all here for the pregame. And let's go for, what is this, 4 in a row? That's 2 4-game winning streaks if we can do it, bro. That's amazing. Ain't that would be 4 in a row?
4 or 3 in a row?
It might be 3. That's what I'm questioning. It might be 3, but let's just continue. Yeah, you're right, because we just won 2 in a row. This will be 3 in a row.
No, you're right. We have won 3 in a row. Cincinnati, New York, and Minnesota are 3 in a row. So this will be our second 4-game winning streak.
Incredible, man. Shout out Ben Johnson, bro.
Yeah, Ben Johnson's brought everything we needed from a head coach here, man. But thank you guys for tuning in, man. Make sure you guys are following us at Shy Bears Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, ChicagoBearsCentral@gmail.com. And lastly, if you want to leave a text message and or voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-242-9336. We're the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. We'll catch y'all in the next one. Bear down, y'all. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.